Hey guys, Matt from crawlspacerepair.com. Today I want to introduce you to our waterproof seam tape. 4 inches wide, 187 feet long. This is how you can tell our tape from somebody else's tape. If you look inside the core, it says waterproof ST4. So that's how you know it's our product versus somebody else's product. And here's the difference between what we have or what we offer and what any other white tape is. Like I said, 4 inches wide, 187 feet long. It has a pressure sensitive waterproof adhesive. So waterproof doesn't mean water pressure proof. It's not a tape that will hold seams together if your crawl space floods from underneath, so it's not a solution to not putting in a sump pump. With that being said, it will not degrade, the adhesive will not degrade or come apart when it comes in contact with moisture or water. So if water were to come between the seam where this product was holding together, the fact that water makes contact with the adhesive, it will not come apart, like many other tapes do. So with it being pressure sensitive, it'll get its maximum bond at 70 degrees or above after 15 minutes. So if you're working in a crawl space in the wintertime up north, it's going to take a bit longer for the bond to take complete hold. The warmer the temperatures you get, the better the bond. So remember, most crawl spaces, the earth is going to be, even in the summertime, somewhere around 65 or 68 degrees. So it's going to take a little bit longer than 15 minutes for it to get its full bond. In fact, if you came back the next day and you tried to pull it up, you would see that it really grabs on. The other thing with the installation side of this, you have to remember that the vapor barrier has to be clean. So moving and crawling around on the barrier, we tend to drag in dirt from outside, or dirt falls down from the floor joists from people moving around upstairs. The other thing is you get moisture on it, condensation. Is one temperature, the plastic's one temperature outdoors, and you bring it into the crawl space, it's a cooler temperature, you have, you're breathing, you're sweating, and it's going to cause condensation. It's not going to stick to dirt, and it's not going to stick to moisture. So these seams need to be dry and clean. And keeping a brush or a vacuum or a rag or something with you as you go along to tape it is going to be ideal. And one of the other tips that I want to give you when you install this is the foundation pins. When you drill the hole into the wall to attach the foundation pins, that concrete dust is very fine. It's very difficult to clean up. You really need water in order to get the majority of it up. Wiping it or sweeping it isn't enough to keep it clean enough to get a good bond. So when you use the black foundation tape and get an adhesive or get an adhesion to the wall, I would say go ahead and tape the wall piece and the floor piece before you put in the foundation pins. Now, this is all considering, of course, that you don't have damp block. If the block is damp or wet, the foundation tape is not going to stick to it very well. But if it's nice and dry and clean, it'll hold that barrier up for a few hours to a few days, depending on the conditions that you're working in. But I would recommend that if it's at all possible, and I would say that 80% of the time it should be, that you would tape that floor and that wall seam together before you drill those holes, so that after you drill the holes and you go to clean up that dust, it's a matter of sweeping it up and vacuuming it up, and it's not as critical to get every last little grain. So thanks for watching. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to give us a call, 877-379-7658. Thanks for stopping by.